Welcome guys, so this is another Life is Strange video, one that I have been sitting on for a while now, and I think it's time that I actually record it. I think it's only fair towards you guys, since there's many videos about that already out there and many articles. I think it's only fair that I finally discuss that. So to brief you, a while back I heard some rumors about, well, not only Life is Strange 3, which we now know to be True Colors game about Alex that will be out in roughly around 100 days. Yeah, we heard about that, and I also heard about possible Life is Strange 4 game. I didn't share that news with you guys. First of all, I wasn't really sure if it's true, but then I heard about it from different sources. I didn't feel like it's my place to actually talk about that publicly. However, now so many people are talking about it, I think it's okay for me to discuss that. There are some articles out there, there are some videos, so the general idea is there for those of you who are actually still interested in that. Life is Strange 4 apparently will be about Max and Chloe. That's right. I guess it's kind of odd that they would actually go back to Max and Chloe, even though I remember very well a while back they said they would never do that. However, I think possibly Life is Strange 2 wasn't as successful. Some people love it, some people like it, and that's totally fine. However, it didn't create nearly as big of a cult Life is Strange did, and many people wanted to see Max and Chloe back. There's been actually some war going on among fans, like Life is Strange 2 fans, which to be honest was, well, a bit like, I don't want to be a part of that. Life is Strange 2 fans were saying that Life is Strange fans should move on, and Life is Strange fans were like, we want Max and Chloe back. I think that's a valid wish to have, to be honest, without getting into the whole war, because we're all Life is Strange fans, and that's just not something I would ever want to be a part of, that whole quarrel or whatever. Yeah, so you have a game that created this entire community. Many people on my channel showed up because of Life is Strange. I met many incredible people, and well, Life is Strange changed a lot of things for me, among which I actually created my channel and started recording videos. To me, it's just so important. I don't mind having Max and Chloe back, especially since I'm not too certain if the first story really wrapped it up. Like, it works well as a standalone story that ends with either this or that. However, there are still some questions to be answered. There are two opinions here. You might leave it as it was, or you might just continue. But if they have a good idea, if they actually develop it well, it could be incredible. This is one of the first articles that showed up. Life is Strange 3 and 4 in development. Max and Chloe may return. There's another article from April. And then there's a post that someone published. Since then it's been removed. And that person, a user named Bink, discussed Life is Strange 3, and we now know that all of that is actually true. But then they also mentioned another game. There is also another Life is Strange game that I've heard is in pre-production, although I'm not 100% sure. It's supposed to be a direct sequel to the first game, and it will feature Max and Chloe. Now, this is actually the very same thing that I have heard many months ago, and I've been sitting on that, and I wanted to share, and I really wanted to discuss that, but I just felt like I shouldn't and I couldn't do that, so I didn't. But now I feel like I can and I should. People have been talking about it, people have been having different opinions on it. Not everyone wants that, but my opinion is that if you don't want that, you don't really have to play that game. You don't really have to do that. You can just ignore that. But I think there's so much potential for another great game. Now, the big question is, would they ever canonize one of the endings? In my opinion, they wouldn't do that. That would actually piss off many fans, especially those who believe that sacrificing Chloe was the right choice. However, they were wrong. I think there are ways to actually pull it off nicely if you have a proper idea, and I think they've been sort of brainstorming that, and I don't know if that's still going on. We know that Square Enix is actually the company that owns Life is Strange franchise. We know that they sort of delegated Life is Strange 3 to Deck 9, and they're currently working on Life is Strange True Colors, which will include a new protagonist with a power of empathy, and that will be out in September, so not too long from now. And we know that Dontnod is working on some projects. Some of them moved to Canada, so they're working on something, and it could be Life is Strange 4, might as well. I don't know for sure if that's Life is Strange 4, but since that guy who posted that thread on Reddit, he mentioned Life is Strange 3 and Life is Strange 4, and now we know that Life is Strange 3 is actually happening. might as well be true about Life is Strange 4. I don't know. Personally, I would love to see that. They don't have to canonize the ending. They can start by asking us what we did, and then they can think of a smart way to include that. In the very beginning of the game, I can only imagine. Max would be definitely there, and depending on our choices, Chloe could be there. Max could go back somehow, try to fix some things. We don't know much about her power. These powers just occur in the games without any explanation whatsoever, so maybe they'd like to pursue that. I don't know. Maybe they will canonize one of the endings. I'm not really certain, but I'm very happy that there is a possibility of seeing Max and Chloe back. Even though I see the game as a whole, as a standalone, closed, finished story, I still feel that there's so much potential behind these two, and they're still so loved by the fans. People still get so excited about them. I mean, that's rare. That doesn't often happen. That doesn't often happen with game characters, that they become so very important to the players. And since they did, it would be such a waste not to pursue that in a way. So if they do, and if they pull it off nicely, then I can only be happy about that, and I'd love to see that. So let me know your thoughts. Fairly certain that some of you guys wouldn't really want that. I know that some people just want it to be done and leave it the way it is without, I don't know, potentially ruining it somehow. I guess we'll see. Yeah, please follow my channel for any news. I will be posting them as soon as there are any to talk about. And I will be, of course, playing Life is Strange True Colors. Thank you guys so much. Remember to drop a like, it really does help a lot. I appreciate it, and subscribe. Stay safe. Bye.